have so many like possibilities to switch it up. A flexible hero usually pays with that in some aspect as well, so it's not going to be a total wash.
But not much farming going on in this lane here for Envy at this point.
Yeah, so the other lanes are where the real farming action is right now.
Remember, coming through, the spin comes out, and Z-Freak actually going to be the first blood.
Yeah, no chance of a roll right there, just simply got too far up, I suppose. And it does feel like, at least until level, it's a 27-14 NP versus a 13-8 Enigma. So Complexity is just destroying both of their solo lanes, and they happen to be winning their try versus try lane right now, at least CS is concerned.
Yeah, but I think more about it is just they are winning by virtue of nobody can roam. And this Pango can't be saved. To
possibly try to set up a gank elsewhere once he gets that Rolling Thunder going. I mean, that's off the top of my head, that feels like something that Flying Penguins could try to attempt to do to help him and recover and kind of slow down what's going on elsewhere.
Yeah, Flying Penguins have the better team fight for sure. But they're going to have the Lich. Oh, go on the spin right now.
Yeah, the Stormhammer comes out, followed up the Warcry, spin coming through. Z-Freak in for a lot of trouble here. I don't think he's going to be able to get away, but yeah, he gets taken down. Monkeys here on the back line, does have the Firefly. He's going to just put out a bit of damage because that's a couple stacks over there on our good friend Flea, but is going to be able to go and literally flee, as his name suggests.
Yeah, supports on the top lane, keeping the wave shoved in, and making sure that our other two winning lanes are completely fine.
Ooh. Oh, that was so close. He almost made it out, but that Wrath of Nature just wrecked him. Oh man, top lane, Eternal Envy. They're going to be able to take down that Healing Ward, and he's going to try to spin himself to safety. Might be able to find a kill over onto Monkeys too. Monkeys taking a decent amount of damage, but Miracle's there, and he TP's out. He realizes this is not a fight he's going to win.
Yeah, that was one of those where you get away, the robber looks back and, you know, smirking, and all of a sudden just
Monkeys sitting very, very low.
Eternal Envy just TP'd to the other side of his tower.
I just noticed that. I just noticed that. He's going to be able to get kill on Monkeys, actually. So, nice play coming out here from Eternal Envy. There's going to be the Rolling Thunder, though. Miracle going to have to go use that Rage. And Gunnar just going to try to zip back around again. Not going to be able to quite find it. The Rolling coming out from Z-Freak, though. They find Snaking in for some trouble. Gunnar also in for a lot of hurt. Will get taken down as we see Z-Freak chasing after Flea, getting into position here. He's looking to maybe, you know, save his buddy if necessary. Still holding on to that Stormhammer and the Warcry. Will, before it's turned around, hits Monkeys by the tower, hoping that maybe, you know, something comes out of it. They do eventually take down Snaking, though, with the teleport coming out from Death. Eternal Envy sitting so low, but he does manage to find his way over here to the shrine, and he's taking damage from these trees, but looks like they're satisfied with...
Again, that TP play, it not only allowed him to get a kill, but he ultimately survived after all of that, and his farm is that it's not like it drastically went down. It's actually still keeping up there when you take a look at the net worth over there.
Yes, and Miracle is, like, I suppose he's okay with having to stay in his lane for a little bit. Snaking, are you okay, buddy?
Might ring around the rosy over here, but maybe going a little bit too far. Gunnar doesn't really want to deal with Limp, though, because also Monkeys forever over here. They just toss up a baby tree and are going to try to burn down Snake. Need to be a little bit careful here, Monkeys. Bottom lane, though, they do use the Black Hole, and they find the kill over onto Z-Freak. Limp making the rotation, though, should be able to find a kill here over onto the Sven as he tosses him up in the air. Tiny's Airlines is,
you know, bonus target to get in the process as well.
Oh, Limp and Gunnar. Tail is old as time with the follow-up from Z-Freak. That is a strike there if ever I see one. Now Lela's chasing after Limp, so is Flea. I don't think you chase after this guy.
Nature's profit in this game so far is just ridiculous. And he might as well make his way to the bottom lane next to push that one in.
That's a big stack up top, too, that they're taking together. See, Lucky Shot coming through and the Rolling Thunder. Death trying to sidestep it, not going to be able to. We'll get a bounce right off with that fear coming out from Snade. Is quite a bit. And Eternal Envy making this rotation. Lilith making his way over as well. There's the Avalanche coming through, but the spin from Envy. And, of course, Snade will be able to take down this game. How much longer for Black Hole around Lilith? Okay, 55 seconds. So there's no threat of that right now. Just going to try to push people off the tower. Although Monkey's forever going to walk right by Lilith. Stormhammer gets used. And Lilith is taking a lot of damage. Limp is going to join in the fight, the toss-up. And see you later, Lilith. Oh, and that is not a combo you want to fight. Yeah, the smoke pops over there on both. They know someone's over. There's going to be the Yeah, there it is. There's immediately Stormhammer comes out. Flea says, yeah, no thanks. I need to get out of here. He is stuck in the trees, and the roll comes through, followed up with all those tree babies, and Limp is gonna give a helping hand. He gets that kill on Flea.
To do any such thing is going to be playing against the clock again. Black Penguins need to take a couple of really good fights right about now.
Oh, he was trying to get the rolling thunder off, but immediately just gonna get obliterated. There will be no Pango in this fight here. Flea trying to run himself out. And they've got their eyes over here on Death. He is going to get stunned up, followed up with that Frost Blast toss in the air. He's still alive, actually, not for long, though. Eternal Envy swing very low. Nice front. Oh, they cancel it out. They cancel out the black hole. But they still end up losing Miracle and Limp. Eternal Envy, he's ticking down pretty hard. Does have some wand charges, luckily. Z-Freak now trying to get himself away. Just keeps throwing out these stones. It's just creating more of a distraction than anything else. Snake King's going to get the kill.
We saw a glimpse right there.
Right now, because it is such a big team fight ulti, they don't have to worry about that black hole right now.
Yes, Complexity does not have to stop their tempo, and
they're definitely not. In fact, Z-Freak goes right past him. Was just there for moral support. Maybe a Pangolier over here?
Lonelier pickup. Could very well be.
Monkey's gonna find him immediately, trying to run himself, but there's the blink reveal. They get the lasso, and that's just a very dead Pangolier that will not be rolling.
Miracle's gonna be careful here.
They're setting up. They're setting up Flea over in the side trees. We can also see, yeah, look at this. There's gonna be the Stormhammer opening up with the God Strength. They're gonna pull him in. They actually just go and use the black hole on this. Couple of rounds. Those are some physical envy bounces. They turn around though, coming out. The silence going over here on Flea as he's trying to run himself back. In comes Gunner though. Does have that rolling thunder. Manages to bump there over onto Z-Freak. Lella's now in for a lot of trouble. Tiny has his eyes over here right now. And they'll get the bounce back. They'll get the kill on Lella's. They'll take down Snake King. Monkeys though, he's got the blink if he wants to go for the jump here.
Can he really, like, he has no mana anymore? Can he really 1v1 this?
Well, I was thinking maybe he could.
He's a +5 bad, right? I remember. Alright, never mind. Limp's
Limp's here. Limp says, oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
But yeah, minutes yet again, Complexity has even a wider window. And you have a Juggernaut who's sitting on a Yasha drums, trying to finish that match stall soon, but no one else farming too well as they catch Tiny.
Can they get Limp? This would be a pretty big kill if they're able to find it. He's still alive though. Trying to run himself away. There's a lot of spin damage coming out. Trees will hold him into place. He's going to turn back around. This looks like they'll finally be able to take down Limp. And now Miracle, he's stuck in the middle of 5 different heroes. He's got to use that rage, run himself out. They've got a couple of these supports over here, going to be able to try to keep him alive. Oh, but the Stormhammer, they group up for it. And there's going to be the jump forward coming out from Gunner. He's got that rolling thunder. Miracle, he's trying to run himself away as fast as he can. He's not going to be able to dodge away. And now it looks like we're going to be losing Death as well.
Okay, so who needs black coal? They're able to fight.
Limp also making this rotation.
But this is on the shrine.
I don't know about those monkeys. Alright, there's the lasso though with the infest bomb. Miracle just gonna try to chop down Flea as fast as they can. We'll be able to find it. And Gunner actually using the rolling thunder in the top.
Maybe not long enough actually.
Yeah. They don't have enough damage as well. The biggest threat, namely the black hole, is still not.
Oh, Z-Freak finding himself a lot of friends over here. There's gonna be tossed up over here on Snake King. He's trying to get his spells off. He manages to get the Chain Frost, but immediately they Delta split. Eternal Envy coming into the fight now. We'll be able to use the Omni Slap here over onto Death, but the Delta Hug coming in now this time around. Eternal Envy spinning around, chasing after Limp. Gunner find whatever he can get, and if they can get into position, Lella's throwing out the Malthus. They're all grouped up over here. This could be the most perfect black hole if he wanted to go in for it, but immediately, again, just the movement coming out from Complexity as they split themselves off. Flea finding himself Miracle. They really want this. Tree's gonna come out, follow with the Roar Kind. They're gonna be able to pull them all in using that Sinister Gaze. Again, Lella's being very, very patient. Still has that black hole. It's not looking like they're gonna need it though, because Z-Freak, he tries to roll himself out. He's not gonna be able to find it. The tossback coming out from Limp will be able to take down Gunner. And now they're gonna chase them right down this mid lane. Eternal Envy is super speedy, but they'll back off. They're happy with on our Enigma.
So it's a matter if Batrider, again, he has to maybe be wary of that, and he might use his engagement here.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna go jump on Gunner. That wrath of ooh, nature does so much damage. Death. Are they gonna find anyone now? Is the question. Because I'm pretty sure anyone who's caught out right now is just insta dead with this combo here.
Yes, but Death needs to be very careful himself. Because I thought that Monkeys would be making the spin string movement, but instead he's not. And Death knows there's people nearby. He's been getting Eternal Envy illusions, boosting them all the time. And there they go in.
Yep, Stormhammer opens up with God Strength. Lots of damage. I think he even used the Chain Frost, pulling him in, using the Goo Goo Eyes over here. And Death followed up with an Omni Slash. See you later. Oh, but Limp coming back in. He says, man, how dare you do that? Chasing after Envy. Now that Avalanche, of course, not going to be able to slow him down at all. But Monkeys still has that lasso. He's got this Life Stealer, and it looks like they're just going to have to be satisfied with a Frosty Fender over here. Although snaking, okay, yeah, they just end up cleaning up, letting Limp hit that tool.
To make sure that he can grab that.
No, I hear a lasso. Oh, yep. There's not going to be a black hole this time around.
Not someone else, but the man himself. That's a party horn for sure.
That Gunnar was very smart. Gunner's got to roll on out here.
Flash anymore?
Yeah, that was very question mark.
Anyway, one of the reasons why the Pango is nice to have still is because he is so good at blowing up waves, and you could see that the trees of the Nature's Prophet were just going.
Limp just diving in the back. There was out a creep. And oh, it's gonna get pulled in by snaking. They have to use the chain process. There's plenty of targets for it to bounce against, but Z-Freak now sitting kind of too far back in all of this. Will get eaten up by that Omni Slash.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Zach was thinking there.
I don't know, he got too excited, and they're going to be able to turn this around. They actually go and they pop the Aegis Monkey. He's trying to run himself out. He is silenced and disarmed thanks to that lucky strike here. Will get taken out, and Miracle now with the pack coming out here from Envy. He's going to try to get away. Lelis, he does have the Blast Ball. I think he wants to hold on to it right now. He'll be able to go follow up with the Stormhammer, and they'll slice him apart.
I think it's a trying to infest in one of the...
I'm inside monkeys. They'll go for another smoke, but
They had the ward there, though. That's how they saw it in the first place, but...
Swoop in.
no, but they managed to go and find themselves a pick off. Nice and easy, like Gunnar is just out of here. And there's the jump forward. They'll find a kill on Flea. He's too dead. Trying to push out this mid as well. Limp still hanging out in that mid lane. They spread out with this movement here, coming out from the side of Complexity.
Yes, and I can see Gunnar on the bot lane now as well, having to deal with that.
Alright, that's Mewheely getting forced in there, the stun coming through. They do finally finish up the tower. Glimmer being able to save them again. Still hold.
They usually would get that.
Alright, smoke coming out though from the side of Flying Penguins. Gonna run directly into Limp over here. The throw up into the air, and the Omni Slash, they go and they stun him up too, but the rest of the team is standing nearby. There's a BKB coming out now. Envy still trying to find this opening, not to be able to find it. They've got the Rolling Thunder going on here in the back lines. Miracle kind of stuck in the middle, but Envy's still spinning around. They're waiting. They have that black hole. They're just, look at the positioning. It's so good. They're not grouping up at all. They know that there's a huge threat. They don't want to have to deal with. Midnight Pulse gets placed down, thinking maybe optimistically they're going to group up, but they do manage to pop that Aegis. So...
It is like a, a dance here, as you were mentioning earlier.
No Abyssal Blade right now. We'll get a couple of these little bashes, though. Miracle gonna have to go rage up, run himself away. The rest of the team, are they gonna chase, though? Limp standing nearby, being very patient. They drop a sentry ward, waiting for the opportune moment here.
Yeah, this goes back to yesterday again in that very one-sided game due to the draft and the loss that they know how to hold.
Yeah, they've got their eyes over here on the Tiny. The BKB is gonna come out. He's gonna try to burst down. Oh boy, Gunner's sitting pretty low. He's actually gonna TP himself out here. Sun coming out over here onto Limp. So he's trying to get himself away. Lelis getting into position. He's all silenced up. They'll still be able to find him. That's gonna be his amount of damage. The top lane is just getting chewed apart right now. The Hex coming out from the Nature's Prophet. They're just gonna try to burn down Gunner. There's gonna be the lasso dragging him back right now. Followed up with that chain frost though. We'll be able to get a bounce or two, but definitely not enough that they need right now. And it's just gonna lose Monkeys forever, and they're gonna lose Miracle. So they'll take it.
All of this team fight is right at your doorstep.
Yeah, still have black hole.
Yeah, I think actually it ended up being a good thing that the Enigma ended up getting silenced there, because it felt like almost he was thinking, okay, maybe I need to blow this, maybe I need to get out to the high ground, and just that silence coming out saved him the difficult task of making that decision.
And he's building a Lincoln's, by the way, so he will actually be unstoppable pending the Lotus Orb as well over the Basher, which he had queued up earlier. He actually has about 3,500 gold now saved up, so Basher could be coming.
Just I saw a Firefly and a Batrider Blink being popped basically at the same time. Like,
something's got to be happening.
But no, I think a couple of illusions maybe.
Oh,
made his way over there.
All right, Snake King. And I think Lifesteal also took the evasion talent, right, too?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this right on the bottom. The blink comes out, though. Z-Freak now is in no man's land, but they will take out Flea here. Now Eternal Heavy having to run himself out. Snake King as well, trying to protect him the best that he can, but Limp's going to jump in. They're looking for this opening. They'll be able to go kill down Stacing. There's the Rolling Thunder coming out as Lola's also trying to run away. Z-Freak will get taken down. Envy's still alive, but he's just him and Gunnar over here. He needs some support. Lola needs to get back in there. He's going to be able to maybe burst down. Yeah, they just take down Envy. He is out of here. There's going to be the buyback, though. They are grouped up. Gunnar has that Lotus Orb up, trying to run himself away. There's so much damage. The toss comes up, and that's a triple kill coming out for Limp.
gaze, it just didn't go enough into the ledge. He went up on the ledge, but he didn't go through the trees. They couldn't get to him. He ended up like a black hole.
Black hole coming up. They don't catch nearly enough. They'll be able to go pull over that rider, though. There's going to be the death taking place over on that Miracle, trying to run himself away. We'll go for an infest. It's rolling on out there with Z-Freak. I think that's a 5 stars right there, Bricky. I know you never say give 5 stars, but the roll back in with the lasso, they're going to drag and be right back out again. Party horn going up. He is down for 117 seconds. BKB popped over here on Limb. There's a deport, and Lois, he's actually going to be able to get another black hole in the middle of everything. They're going to be able to go take down Miracle. Is it enough to check it around, though? And they'll be able to take down Tiny, too. Z-Freak trying to just fight his way out of here, trying to go for the roll. Not going to be able to find it, and as all this is going down, do you find that flea on the backside? He's looking after Death, looking after Monkeys, and he's still going. Gunner rolling. Is he going to find Death? No, Lois will be able to get it, though. There's going to be the toss out coming out from the Tiny as he tried to burst him down. The BKB going to get used. He's so tanky. They've got to run themselves back, although it looks like the side of Flying Penguin's going to retreat into their base.
Oh, well, it's doing what he can. The double black hole, bought that refresher instead, went all in on that build, and of course holding it off, but it does feel like it's going to be too little too late. They're using buybacks aggressively as complexity, so actually Tiny does need to be careful here, because it would be a dieback for him, but
there is no double black hole this time, though.
Yeah.
That was a big surprise. They will use the Sinister Gear to pull it into his legs here. Oh, but the jump forward coming out from Fleet. He's again does have that Lotus Throw and Gunner trying to fight through here. Chain Frost will get used. Get a couple bounces over here. The BKB coming out from Limp, though. It's going to make it so he is not affected by this for the most part. And the disarming coming out again. Miracle popping out. So surprise! Look how oh boy, they just shred through them. The GG gets called. Complexity taking game number 1.
Yeah. That was, you know, part of me is like Flying Penguins. Again, we go back to, we know this team can play very well. We've seen several examples of that out back-to-back games. I want to think mid Phoenix, like off-lane Phoenix, and it could be Z-Freak. I know he's played Brewmaster before, so
it's not very
that we could see, but
they're going to be clicking all that time. And Death gets the 1v1 matchup on top. It's been a while since I've seen that one, actually. I'm not sure how the changes to both Brewmaster as well as Beastmaster affected that.
Yeah, that'd be
interesting to find out.
We have seen a lot of changes in the last couple patches, actually, so.
Yeah, I would think Brew actually handles himself pretty well. The Thunderclap, he's going to level that up, I'm sure, and slow him down and put some good pressure on.
The boar slow is going to be extremely annoying, though.
Yep.
Tag team actually going to get used over here on Miracle, but I think Flea may be overestimating. Is going to fall, and Miracle now going to be able to just walk away. Monkeys just clicking away over here on Snay and Eternal Envy. These look at the body blocks coming out with these Kakamora here. Oh my goodness, they just need a little bit more damage. And these trees, are they going to be able to do it? No. Oh, he's going something on the trees. Can they get the one hit? Oh, that was so close.
I'm not sure if that's a wise idea. He's kind of stuck over on the side now.
Oh, rotation's coming in, though. They know that they're pulling. And we will happily take this.
Yeah.
Okay, Monkeys, are you okay? I don't think you are.
No, boy, Monkeys. He's going to try to teleport out. Not going to be able to do it. Not with that snowball coming in. And Flea finds himself a kill. And the bottom does have the Roar up.
He's got Roar and Flats.
Yeah, he's
they can turn this into a push.
Especially knowing that the Nature's Prophet has made the rotation top. Charge will connect over to Z-Freak. He's got the Icarus dive, though. We'll be able to dodge behind the tower. Snowball coming in. Miracle. That means that Earthshock turns back around. He's going to try to fight his way through, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. In fact, he's going to get forced behind the tower. Phoenix is already stunned up. Z-Freak sitting very, very low. Is he going to be able to run himself away? Nope, the Frost Blast will find him. And they use the split down here. Death chasing after Flea. Looks like Miracle actually might be able to get himself away. The board, though, coming through, slowing him down quite a bit. The toss coming out with that little coconut buddy. Miracle will be able to find himself a kill on Lelis. And the rest of Flying Penguin still looking to re-engage the Miracle. And a lot of trouble. They use the Dream Coil. He's all caught up in the trees, but not going to be able to do anything. Snap will come out, though. Brewmaster slowing down. Envy going to be able to just walk away. Lane facing off with Eternal Envy, and Monkeys and Z-Freak. Again, Z-Freak has the Icarus dive. It does get forced out, though, and it's a pretty high cooldown on that. Bottom lane, Death is going to have to TP. Oh, they use the Roar. Oh, no. That is going to be a very dead Brewmaster.
Oh, not so much. The Puck is the only real, together with the Lich, of course.
Lilith maybe a little too deep in the woods here. Will get taken down by Death. I'm sure he's feeling pretty good after getting roared in the face earlier. Quite rude. Snaking, oh, snaking. Into some trouble, but Envy coming through as well. He's gonna turn his attention over here to snaking as he gets the goo-goo eyes. There's still Z-Freak standing nearby. He's gonna be able to throw out the spirits. Miracle in for a lot of trouble though. He's just gotta get out there a little bit faster. He's pretty quick though. He's trying to juke to actually use the Dream Coil. Will be able to grab Death and somehow Miracle, oh, he almost stays alive, but unfortunately will get taken down. And now Z-Freak just kinda chilling in the trees, but he's found out by Gunner. And this is going to feel really, really good if he's able to get it. Although the Icarus dive is back up and running, so he's just their top tower 2 in the process. Of course they're going to take that. So yeah, Flying Penguins get a little bit of a freebie there.
Just about to say, this is a limp show, and they're going to try to address him now.
Yeah, Snowball comes through with the shards, and that's a lot of heroes all making their way over to Limp. They'll be able to burst them down. That's a double kill coming out here for Puckin, and he's going to be able to find himself a little bit more. Monkeys Forever is now trapped himself in the trees with a Lullis.
Last 2 games, including the first game of this series, this is their fastest start by far, and they are continuing to play well, as we know that they can. In fact, they're going to catch Miracle now.
Oh, Miracle in for some trouble. There's going to be, oh, look at the bounces. They're going to get off of this chain front. Miracle trying to pull himself away as far as possible. Will finally get taken down by that last hit. Snake King, though, isn't long for this world. And they still have a Panda up and running. They actually buy back over on the Lich. He's coming right back in, nice and hot here. Snowball coming through. Death is going to break away from this team. That's something Complexity does really well, but they'll follow up with a nice avalanche here. Gunner in for some trouble. He's going to have to go use the illusory orb. Egg's going to get used over onto the side. Bit of a zoner there. Gunner going to get taken down, though, by one of those little coconut buddies. And
if you look at his net worth, he's actually recovered from his lane just fine. It wasn't that bad to begin with.
Z-Freak in for trouble. Does have the egg if he wants to use it. He is stunned up. He's trying to get off. Oh no, not going to be able to. He's trying to do that little pathing trick here. Monkeys Forever now, hiding himself over here into the trees. Here's going to be the kill coming out. The buyback comes out from Phoenix though. He wants to try to punish this Death. Running in the middle of all 3 of these here. Does land a really nice stomp, but they'll turn back around. In comes the Phoenix. Nice egg coming through. These chain frost bounces though, they're just so good when they're everybody clumped together like this. They'll find the kill on Lilith though. Death still looking. Does have that Panda. Will be able to go use the tornado, throw him up into the air. And one more hit, Miracle will claim it.
So he actually goes to blast himself. That's interesting to me.
Oh, Limp. He finds himself a flea. He's throwing each other up in the air over here. They're having a little bit of fun. Dream Coil comes out though. Wrath of Nature will be able to clean up. Eternal Envy now chasing after Limp. He's silenced up. There's going to be the Sunray coming out. They're trying to finish up this rush before they can try to stash it. And they will be able to go get the Aegis up on online onto Miracle. They'll lose Gunner. They did lose Limp though on the back end, but
And it also makes sense in a player point of view, because I was talking before about how Complexity's best games up until now is snaking.
Yeah, those double bracers not going to be enough to keep him alive there.
Yeah. Complexity always doing best when Death's having a good game. They're literally securing that for him right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's top farming his team actually all of a sudden. Holy crap.
Uh-oh, Monkeys might be in for some trouble. Does manage to get the trees off. He's going to try to TP himself out. And they're not going to be able to do it. Turning back around. Nice Dream Coil coming through here. He'll get the split off though from Death as they turn back around. Lilith finding himself in a little bit of a pinch here. The Panda going to be able to throw him up into that tornado and just burn him down slowly. And they'll be able to find a kill for Miracle. Eternal Envy now. Envy, your home is the other way. But the cavalry's coming in here ready to take care of business. Yeah, Rage is going to come out. He's going to try to run himself back to the rest of his team where there's still a fight going on because Limp is just creating chaos in the back line. Will turn around. Gunner getting off that waning rift is going to go jaunt himself away. Sharks will be able to keep the Tusk alive, and there's a couple bounces coming out from that Lich. Not the best ones this time. Miracle is just still running around. This is a very swift bear. He will be able to find the kill over onto Flea.
27 hero kills in 19 minutes, so it's average.
Never a dull moment for sure, right?
Well,
yeah, taking down Z-Freak. He needs to maybe egg here. No, he's going to be able to get himself out. Does have an Icarus dive if they want to try to use it. There's Roar's not up for another 7 seconds though over here on this Beastmaster, so they need to buy themselves a little more time. If I'm Complexity, I think it's time to back
their base and be very comfortable there. Or the other way around, just make sure that there is nobody left alive in that base before you start hitting the towers.
Limp is a very fast rolling rock over here as he does find himself. Please toss right back to Miracle. And while all this is going down, the Aegis does get reclaimed.
Is available again. The Beastmaster going back for that pipe.
Some harassment coming out here on Envy. Do have that Sun Ray. He's gonna have to go infest himself a creep, and the creep is gonna pop though. He'll just have to toggle himself away, and I think they seem pretty satisfied with that at this time.
They're coming still.
Actually, if Limp manages to
Limp
find
has
the
the
blink,
blink. He's got the toss over though onto Snake King, and that is a big old bear hug right to Snake King's face. Oh, but the TP coming in from Monkeys. Can they get this? I don't know. They'd have to dive pretty deep, and this is what we're talking about, Kips, right?
yeah.
Not sure if Monkeys is ready for that flight, but we'll be taking it anyways.
They knew that they were confident as they should be in complexity, able to take out Eternal Envy, and this is a tier 3 tower push just like that at 22.5 minutes into the game.
They get the buyback out of Envy too.
Yeah, that's
pretty huge.
huge.
Lelis getting into position, thinking about that roar. Flea actually running right forward, doesn't manage to go hit over onto Death.
Especially, and he had an axe queued up as we saw there. Let's look at this. This is Monkeys.
Monkey's making space over here. Needs to be careful he's not giving his light. Oh boy, yeah, that is not where you want to be.
Their jungle, obviously their lane, and eventually their base, and see here they're going to get the tier 2 mid tower, which will now open up into the tier 3 mid. Of course, the top racks are also exposed, so we'll see if they go up there with this creep push. As what the heck?
Yeah, the Monkeys.
But now he's going to go for the infest.
Possible.
Look at a wrap.
Got some nice vision over here on the side.
It's going to work.
Yeah, Monkeys sitting pretty far back. They actually find the Phoenix. Immediately the silence comes out. There's going to be the roar being used as well. Egg gets used, but Envy's just split up from the rest of his team here. The Yules come out over here onto Gunner. Gunner trying to run himself away. Limp on the sides over here, but he'll turn his attention now over onto Envy, and he's going to fall right now. There's no buyback. Snaking now trying to run himself away. Cannot run away from this big old bear, and that's going to be the blink forward coming out from Lelis. He will be able to escape, but Tuskflea's going to get tossed right back in there, saying, we like bears here. You should come right back. Look at that.
They chose Phoenix, and I don't know if that was the best choice. I mean, obviously, as we see, it clearly wasn't, but that I would be curious in the logic of that, because Phoenix, yes, I understand the supernova and everything, but they had a chance to jump, you know, Tiny and etc. in the midst of the fight as they were going in right there.
Yeah, Puck actually got a really nice waning rift, but there wasn't anything to follow it up, and now it looks like we're going to lose Flea again. That's a dieback, so no Envy, no Flea. Limp's just run into the space with the Miracle. They're going to start shredding these buildings, and I don't know what they can hope to do about it. They don't have any roar over on Lelis. It was already used. They don't have any of the ultimate. Well, they do have the ultimate now on Puck, but where's the damage?
You can't burst any of the cores though. I think Z-Freak was the best possible target. The problem is that difference in net worth for the supports. That was a tanky Phoenix.
Yeah.
Tankier than they'd counted on.
Limp going in the top back with Lelis. We'll be able to use that Dream Coil over onto 3 different heroes, but the swooping coming in from the Phoenix too will be able to help slow them down. Snake King, he's crawling, but he can't get away. There's again, this is like deja vu. Lelis actually this time going to be able to get that roar off, but Miracle again, he's got that Aegis. He doesn't care. Just go for him, bro. He's going to be able to take him down. Got the Sun Ray healing everybody up. The Phoenix will finally fall, but it's looking like Eternal Envy is just going to be pancakes here soon. That's a godlike Miracle. Only one alive now is, of course, Gunner. This is not looking good for the Penguins.
Yeah, this might be the beginning of the end. I mean, obviously, Flying Penguins doesn't want them to be so. This means their major chances going to be no more, unfortunately. But complexity, they're just too hard to stop.
Oh, baby. Limp diving into the back. Gunner going forward. Does manage to get the kill over onto Monkeys. But that's a position 5 Nature's Prophet. There is the GG. Complexity headed off to face, I believe it's Forward Gaming.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And that is going to be the last match of the entire qualifier as well.
Yep.
It's big times indeed.